You ever notice how when you stop shouting into the sky for answers, the stars start whispering back through everything else? Through the hum of the fridge, the rhythm of your breath, the random sentence in a stranger's mouth that lands like thunder. That's God talking, not with words, but with resonance. Because the divine never stops speaking. People just keep turning up the noise. And it always begins the same way. You realizing no one out there is in charge of the weather inside you. No guru, no lover, no audience, no parent. Just you and the quiet infinite that built you from its own light. And when you remember that, something inside unclenches. The part that used to hustle for approval exhales. You see, trying to earn love from others is like begging the ocean for a glass of water. You already are it. You were just calling it something else. So you start talking to God, the way children talk to imaginary friends. Except the joke is, God was never imaginary. You talk in thoughts, in feelings, in sudden knowing. You ask and you get nudges. You thank. And the world glows. That's not magic, that's neural coherence. Heart and brain firing in sync. Biochemistry humming the frequency of gratitude. Cells listening like tiny monks chanting yes. And the more you do it, the more natural it gets. Your intuition sharpens, not because you're forcing it, but because you finally trust your own signal more than the static of doubt. You start realizing that intuition is divine Wi-Fi. The password is stillness. From that stillness, forgiveness rises. Forgiveness of yourself first. Because you see how every so-called mistake was just evolution practicing. Forgiveness of others because they're the same consciousness in a different costume. Separation was always just sloppy labelling. And something shifts. The old competition dies quietly. You stop measuring worth in trophies or followers and start measuring it in peace per minute. That's when your frequency upgrades. Science would say your vagus nerve is toning. Spirit would say your light body's expanding. Same truth, different dialects. Now imagine two timelines. In one, you keep chasing applause. Your joy outsourced to strangers' reactions. And life becomes a carnival mirror, distorted and exhausting. In the other, you take the throne inside your chest, crown yourself enough, and every reflection turns royal. Guess which version of you meets God mid-sentence? 'Cause here's the punchline. Talking to God isn't about speaking. It's about listening differently. When you stop demanding lightning bolts and start noticing gentle nudges, you realize God has been talking through your own instincts all along. The consequences of ignoring that voice, a life of second guessing, of chasing ghosts of approval, of missing the sacred hiding in the ordinary. The reward of listening, synchronicity, grace. The quiet calm of someone who knows they're guided, safe, enough. You don't pray to reach God, you pray to remember. You already can't leave. Every inhale is divine conversation. Every exhale, divine reply. And as you breathe now, maybe for real, right now, you feel what that means. You've always been home.